TDS, tax deducted at source. TAN, tax deduction account number. All about tax deducted at source. Tax deducted at source, or normally referred to as TDS, is basically a part of income tax. It has to be deducted by a person for certain payments made by them. TDS is a means through which the government collects tax on certain incomes as and when they are earned. One of the main objectives of TDS is to help the government to keep track of incomes earned by the assessee during the year and ascertain an estimate about the total income and tax liability of the assessee. The provisions of TDS are specified under relevant sections of the Income Tax Act, 1961. However, not all incomes are subject to TDS. The applicability of TDS differs from transaction to transaction and depends on the type of assessee. In this article, we will discuss in detail the TDS provisions under the Income Tax Act and understand its applicability. TDS in simple word. Tax deducted at source, TDS, as the very name implies, aims at collection of revenue at the very source of income. It is essentially an indirect method of collecting tax which combines the concepts of pay as you earn and collect as it is being earned. Example of TDS. ABC Private Ltd makes a payment for office rent of 80,000 rupees per month to the owner of the property. TDS is required to be deducted at 10% under Section 194I of the Income Tax Act, 1961. ABC Private Ltd must deduct TDS of 8,000 rupees, i.e., Rs 80,000 10%, and pay the balance of 72,000 rupees to the owner of the property. Thus, the recipient of income, i.e., the owner of the property in the above case, receives the net amount of 72,000 rupees after deduction of tax at the source. He will add the gross amount, i.e., 80,000 rupees, to his income and can take credit of the amount already deducted, i.e., 8,000 rupees by ABC Private Ltd against his final tax liability. TAN, tax deduction account number. Composition of TAN, example CHEB 90468K. First three alphabets denotes place of the TAN holder. Fourth alphabet represents the alphabet with which the name of the deductor begins. The 5 digits represent running serial number. Every tax deductor to obtain TAN. Application to obtain TAN No. Form 49B. Filing of TDS returns. TDS returns can be filed only in electronic form. Return Preparer Utility, RPU, is made available by NSDL. Based on RPU softwares are also available in the market for filing eTDS return. Example CompuTDS, TDS Man, etc. File Validation Utility, FVU, file generated from the software/utility is to be submitted to TIN-FC along with verification form, Form 27A. Forms used for filing TDS returns. Form 24Q, for TDS on salary payments. Form 26Q, for TDS on non-salary payments. Form 26QB, for TDS on immovable property transaction. Form 27Q for TDS on all payments made to a non-resident. Other than salary payment.